Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Disney Plus has found a way to try to make more money. And you're probably asking yourself, how are they going to make more money? They're losing subscribers left and right. Their TV shows are not doing nowhere near as well. Their streaming exclusives do not do good at all. Marvel is not the hard hitter it used to be. Star Wars is completely in the gutter. You're asking yourself, how are they going to make more money? Well, quite simply, they're going to extort whoever is left on that platform. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have an article here from CNN Business Today that says Disney Plus hikes up the prices as sales continue to sink across the company. Their bright idea, Bob Iger's bright idea, is to raise prices on Disney Plus to offset the losses that they have been receiving over the past few months to basically almost a year now. They've been getting absolutely destroyed on Disney Plus and is showing no signs of slowing down. So Disney has raised their prices on Disney Plus prior, and it didn't really affect their streaming numbers in terms of subscribers. So they're probably thinking they could get away with it again, but this time it's actually pretty huge. So let's get into the article, guys, from CNN Business. It says Walt Disney Company is hiking prices for its Disney Plus streaming service again as its third quarter earnings report showed revenue struggles almost everywhere but the international parks. The streaming service's ad-free subscription will cost $13.99 beginning October 12th, an increase of $3 per month. This is the second time in less than a year Disney raised the price of its streaming offering. In December, the company upped the price of its ad-free tier to $10.99 from $7.99. So they're trying to essentially raise the price, ladies and gentlemen, by $6 in 1 year. That is absolutely insane at the end of the day. Disney Plus does not offer, for most people anyway, enough content to warrant the constant bumps in price. I think this is very ballsy. They might have gotten away with it the first time. I don't know if they're going to get away with it the second time, but then again, people pretty much are shills at the end of the day, and they just love at least having all the streaming services. They don't want to feel like they're missing out. So most people will just end up subscribing. But I think for the people who are really either tight on money or really just don't feel like Disney Plus is worth the money, they're not going to want to spend another $3 a month on this streaming service that's giving them absolutely nothing in value in terms of their own lives. So again, I don't know if this is smart for them to do, but of course they know better than I do. I would imagine they have analysts that make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year for this, so they're probably thinking they're going to get away with it. So it says Disney owns a majority stake in Hulu, which will also see prices go up in October. Its ad-free offering will rise $3 to $17.99. A new ad-free package of Disney Plus and Hulu will cost $19.99. However, the ad-supported subscription tier has been left out of the latest round of price hikes. That offering from Disney Plus will remain at $7.99 per month, according to the company. On Disney's fiscal third quarter earnings call, CEO Bob Iger said that these pricing decisions were made with the goal of pushing more Disney Plus subscribers to the service's ad-supported option. The advertising marketplace for streaming is picking up. It's more healthy than the advertising marketplace for linear television, Iger said. The price hike comes after Disney reported that its streaming business remains unprofitable, though it has narrowed its revenue loss in the third quarter. Now, I do think it's pretty insane that they are still considered unprofitable considering how long they've been out. But then again, if you want to be technical, Netflix is not technically classified as profitable either, and they've been around forever. They've been trying all kinds of things to try to maintain afloat. So again, it doesn't shock me too much now that I think about it, but Disney Plus is not on the same level as Netflix, in my opinion. They may think that they are, but they're not. Netflix does indeed offer way more content for the money than Disney Plus. I'm not a shill for Netflix in the slightest, but I do have to admit that that's the truth. Now, with that being said, Disney Plus does have the nostalgia namesake that's going to carry some of their IPs, right? So I would think that people are probably going to subscribe more to Disney Plus than Netflix if they're trying to get something for their kids to also join in on versus just adults, which is what Netflix offers, essentially just adults. I know they have Netflix for kids, but let's be real, a lot of people will probably subscribe to Disney Plus for kid content more so than Netflix. But even with that factored into the equation, their IPs just do not hit hard enough anymore to warrant what they're offering. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't see how people can consider this to be valuable considering just how terrible Disney Plus has been with their TV shows lately. I mean, if you want to take all the woke crap aside, people are just genuinely simply not watching it. You know what I mean? Like, people are not watching Marvel TV shows nowhere near as much as they were. People are not watching Star Wars TV shows nowhere near as much as they were. So it's basically just the old school movies that are carrying the actual streaming service on top of the kid stuff. So it says streaming subscribers in the US and Canada are pulling back as well. Disney reported a 1% decline in domestic subscribers for the second quarter in a row. International subscribers grew 2% in the quarter. Iger also hinted that Disney Plus is looking into ways to crack down on password sharing, a strategy that recently helped Netflix add millions of new subscribers. In calendar 24, we're going to get to this issue, Iger said about password sharing. We certainly have established this as a real priority. We actually think that there's an opportunity here to help us grow our business. And that's crazy too, man. People are out there password sharing, and just because they crack down on it, all of a sudden people just can't live with Netflix, that they all just went out and subscribed. It blew my mind to see millions upon millions of people subscribe all because they lost the password due to password sharing. Like, people actually went out, like, it actually worked. I can't be mad at Netflix because their strategy worked to get millions of people to subscribe to their streaming service. So that was very smart on them. So it's only a matter of time before Disney decides to do the same exact thing. I mean, why would they not do that, considering how much money Netflix made in just one day by convincing people to subscribe by removing password sharing? So I do see Disney doing this very, very soon. So it says, overall, Disney reported slightly lower than expected revenue for its fiscal third quarter on Wednesday, with revenue shrinking in nearly every division but theme parks. And you know what? I keep saying, and people need to realize, that Disney is subsidized by their theme parks, okay? Everything Disney does in their entertainment sector, movies, TVs, whatever, video games, it's all subsidized by the theme parks. The theme parks make an ungodly amount of money. It's ridiculous how much money the theme parks make. The theme parks are so damn expensive, and they charge whatever the hell they want simply because they are Disney, and people will pay for it. There is rich families out there that will pay for the Disney experience, unfortunately, at the end of the day. So their theme parks absolutely make an insane amount of money. Not just one of their theme parks, all of their theme parks make a lot of money. Now, they definitely are struggling compared to where they were before. They were offering heavily discounted tickets for the first time in a very, very long time to try to get people in the theme parks. But again, Disney is finding ways to stay afloat while also pushing their message that they love to push so much in their movies and TV shows. It says the company reported quarterly revenue of $22.3 billion compared to expectations of $22.5 billion, according to estimates from Refinitiv. Revenue in linear television continued to slip, declining 7% compared to the same quarter last year. Iger addressed the future of Disney's linear assets, which include ABC, the Disney Channel, FX, and National Geographic, after his comments about the business last month in an interview with CNBC fueled speculation that some of these might be put up for sale. While linear remains highly profitable for Disney today, the trends being fueled by cord cutting are unmistakable, Iger said. And as I've stated before, we're thinking expansively and considering a variety of strategic options. Disney shares initially fell in after-hours trading but reversed course to gain 3%. So it looks like Disney is probably going to be selling some properties very soon. That would not shock anybody. Honestly, if you look at Disney's portfolio, there are some IPs that they own that are just not performing. There are some companies that they own and they utilize that are just not performing compared to what is already not performing. You get what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that they rely on is already not performing. So the stuff that they don't rely on that's just extra, just imagine how bad that stuff is performing. So again, it looks like they're probably going to be selling off certain organizations and companies that they own, especially in the streaming sector, and they're going to try to recoup some lost money there by selling it. So we'll see what Disney decides to do at the end of the day, but the fact that they're raising the prices this much again in the same year is crazy, and I hope people really start to realize that they're being ripped off. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.